everybody, it's Suze from Be My Cook. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been around with me for a while, you're going to want to see this video too, because I'm making a banana cream pie. But you know, if you've gone to a diner, they're just kind of blah. They just kind of put a lot of whipped cream on there to kind of masquerade a bad pie. So today I'm going to show you how to make my special version of banana cream pie. It's so delicious, and I know you're going to want to stay to the end to see it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a pie crust. And I'm going to show you a tip in my freezer for you. If you didn't know this, I want to take you along and show you. Let's take a look inside my freezer. Okay, so you can see that I keep my flour and my bread flour in the freezer. And I do this after I buy my flour to keep it in there to keep it fresh. And you can see that I always keep my walnuts in here. I also have a bag of pecans back here. I keep them in a Ziploc bag as well, keep them fresh. I buy a big bag at like Costco or Sam's Club. So how I make my crust is I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour in this bowl. I have 1 teaspoon of salt. I have 2/3 plus 2 tablespoons of Crisco shortening, and I have a 1/4 cup of cold water. I'm just going to mix all this up. I'm going to get it in my pie pan. I'm going to show you the next step after that. Okay, I have our pie crust in some plastic wrap. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes just to let it rest and cool down a little bit. And then I'm going to show you the next step. I got my flour in my mason jar. I filled that up. And we're just going to sprinkle a couple tablespoons of flour on my marble. We'll take our pie crust, kind of work it with your hands a little bit. Now you can use whatever recipe you like for your pie crust. This is my favorite one, so that's why I'm using this. You can use graham cracker too, but I think that a regular pie crust just kind of makes this pie a little bit better. I mean, it's easy enough. Now I'm going to take the flour and kind of push it around the bottom of my pie crust. I'm going to flip it over. Just kind of roll it around a little bit. Now whenever you're using like a marble surface, it's cool anyway, so you're better off not having your pie crust stick. Now I didn't need to use 2 cups of flour, but what I want for this pie is the crust to be thicker. If I would have used a recipe for just a 1 crust pie, then it would be too thin on the bottom of my pie plate. And this pie is going to be quite heavy. So I want my crust to be thicker on the bottom to hold up for the rest of the ingredients that we're going to use. So I'm not going to make this too thin, but I don't want it too thick either. Now if you've never made a pie in your life, this is very easy to make. Don't stress about it. Just if you have never made a pie and this is your first time making one, don't use a cutting board. If you don't have a piece of marble, just use the table. I've done that several times because you're cutting all kinds of things on a cutting board, even though you're wiping it off. You just cut on there and hopefully it wouldn't be onions. Okay, I got that pretty good. Now I'm going to put it in my pie plate and then I'll show you the next step. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just picking up whatever flopped over the pie and I'm using that. I'm not cutting that off. And we're just gonna kind of make it a little bit more decorative on the top. Pretty easy, pretty fast. All right, we got it all in there. Now I'm gonna take a fork and I'm just gonna prick the bottom of it and the sides. Don't forget to do the sides. I have my oven heated to 425 degrees. Now once I get this all pierced, I'm going to put it in the oven. We're going to leave it in there for maybe 13 to 15 minutes. Depending on your oven, I mean, keep a watch on it. You don't want this to get brown, okay? That's not the whole purpose here. We want it to be golden. Be the first and last time that this pie bakes. So we want it to look nice. All right, that's good. I don't know if you can see all of that, but I'm going to show you what I got. All right, in the oven it goes. So I wanted you to see what my crust looked like. I left it in the oven for 15 minutes and it's light golden. And we're just gonna wait for this to cool down. I have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese in this bowl, and I also have 1 tub of whipped topping, and we're gonna mix these two together. All right, we got it all mixed together, and we're just gonna cover this and put it in the refrigerator. We're still waiting for our pie crust to cool down. Okay, we're gonna make our pudding now. I have a 3.4 ounce box of banana cream Jello instant pudding and 2 cups of milk, and we are going to mix that together. So our pie crust is cool. We have our cream cheese mixture, and we just made the pudding. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our cream cheese mixture on the bottom. Now you know that I didn't put any sugar in here because we don't need sugar. The whipped topping has plenty of sugar in it. Now I want to be gentle when I put this in because it is heavy. I don't want to break my crust because my crust is very delicate. So I want to just go slow by putting this on the bottom. Now this is not a banana cream cheesecake, but this is just another small element that you can put in your pie to make it taste more delicious. Now, I'm not going to use all of this. This is as much as I'm going to use in the bottom of this pie. So just take your time, spread it out as thinly as you can. This is going to make for a more delicious pie. I'm making this for my brother Jay. He loves banana cream pie. And he's a pretty good cook too, so now he knows how to make this now if he watches my video, and he can make as many banana cream pies as he wants. All right, I still have some left over. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that, put it in the fridge, wrapped up. So I wanna give you a little tip. Because we have about half of this left, put it in the fridge, cover it. If you wanna make another dessert the next day, get some graham crackers, make a graham cracker crust, put it in some little cups or ramekins, put this on the bottom, put some chocolate pudding on the top, and just put some whipped cream on that, and it's delicious. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my bananas. I just want to cut some bananas, and we're going to put this on the bottom of our pie. Put them all around there. The best thing about this pie is you don't have to use tons of bananas. It already has the flavor. Okay, so now we got our pudding, and we're just going to go ahead and put that on the top of the bananas. Now this small box of the instant banana pudding is plenty for this 9-inch pie. Now you see why I wanted to make my crust a little bit thicker, because this is heavier than a normal banana cream pie. All right. Now I'm not going to put my last banana on here until I serve it, because the banana, as you know, will turn brown. So we want it to look as pretty as possible. And right before we're going to serve it, we're going to go ahead and slice up this last banana in slices, and then we'll put some whipped cream on the top of that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and cover this with plastic wrap, leave it in the refrigerator for anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, just to make sure that everything is cold enough so when you cut this, it's not going to flop all over the place on you. You don't want a messy pie. So here is our pie, everybody. I just put some bananas on the top, just in a circle. We're going to keep it simple, okay? This is what it looks like. I'm going to cut it for you so you can see the inside. It tastes so delicious with that extra cream cheese and the banana pudding and the bananas. And over here I have our slice with some whipped cream on the top. It really is great. I hope you try it, and I hope you like it. If you'd like to support this channel, just watch my videos. So until next time, bye.